Everybody, what's up? It's me, Patu, and a Merry Christmas to all! Hey guys, it's Christmas time. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas, whether or not any festivities have actually begun. I hope you guys got some good presents. Question the day below. Did you get any plushies for Christmas or anything Pokemon for Christmas? I'd love to know. I suppose not. I'd just love to know, what did you get for Christmas in general? That'd be a great question. I'll just put that as the main one. But we are here today, guys. I promised y'all a pretty fun video for Christmas, didn't I? And I do really love the festive shirt. However, we are missing one thing, and we are here with the jacket on. And of course, with that, we have our friend Joltik. Say hello and Merry Christmas, Joltik. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming and joining us. I really appreciate y'all either spending your Christmas, spending your day after Christmas, spending 5 years after this video came out. I don't know. I will not judge. But thank you guys for coming and joining it and spending it with me. I do greatly appreciate it. But for that special episode of the day, I did say I was going to do something very interesting, and that we are going to be showing off our collection, but not the whole collection. We saved that for next week. This week, we actually going to be showing off everything in our collection that's Unova related. Not just the plushies, though. We have ourselves the toys and the plushies. For the plushies, I'm going to be going fast. I'm going to be honest. Not too many cuts are going to be going on during that. I'm going to be going through, but I think we should get on with the toys first, shall we? So for the toys, I am so sorry that it's very, very dusty. We have ourselves some Zekroms, a Reshiram, a lot of the McDonald's toys, basically only the McDonald's toys, I'm gonna be honest. So everything that's McDonald's related. Over here, we have some cards down here that's not really Pokemon, or it is Pokemon, but it's not really Unova related. I say that as there's a chandelier right there. It's a little messy over here, I'm sorry, I've been sick for the last few weeks. But we do have ourselves the actual Gen 5 plush, the Gen 5 cards that I did a little bit ago for the first beginning of December. But I think, yeah, we actually have some more stuff over here. We have the original book that I ever had for Pokemon. It's actually like a little guidebook. It kind of shows you all the evolution levels, everything about that. We got some more stuff over here. We have an Oshawott tin, another Samurott tin, which I guess will count. It's Hisuian mainly. Oshawott Funko Pop over there. An Oshawott figure my girlfriend got me, which I really, really like that figure. Then we have ourselves a Zoroa figure, a little Oshawott Gachapon, a Samurott Select figure, and then some more McDonald's toys. But I think for all of Unova, that's basically all we have that I could really talk about over here. There's one thing in that box that I'll talk about in a bit whenever we actually get to it. But for now, I think that covers it for most of the Unova stuff that we have. That's not really related to that. I guess you could count these pins if you want. We do have ourselves one of Black/Hilbert and Oshawott. But I think that's kind of it for Unova related stuff right there. I do have one on my actual keychains that I use. I do have this keychain my girlfriend got me. And as well as that, one of the Artist Alley people, which I do not know who it is, so I apologize so much for that. We have ourselves Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott. It's like a little Pokédex keychain, and you can kind of just move it and juggle it. Very funny DHD toy. Alright, and we are back over here with the plushes. As you can see, it is very, very barren over here. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of Unova plushies that I had. But we're going to start off the plushies, but we're going to start off with the best guy. Of course, we have ourselves the Sitting Cuties Joltik. That's the name. Sitting Cuties Joltik. And he is absolutely adorable. I love having him on my shoulder. A lot of people tend to like him as well. Very, very adorable. And I think he's going to be here for the remainder of the time that I do videos. I'm hoping that at least. Hopefully he'll stay with me for a long time. But if not, no, he's staying with me for sure. But next up we have ourselves. I'm just going to be grabbing and going, by the way. Just talking. I don't know exactly which ones I'm going to be grabbing. We have ourselves the Ban Presto Superior. Very adorable plushie. I've been wanting to get one of these guys for a very long time. So the fact that I was able to makes me super, super happy. We finally have a Superior in our collection that actually fits alongside the likes of the Ban Presto Embor. Another great plush. I like the felt. However, his eyebrows kind of seem to go down like that for some weird reason. Not too bad though. I do really like this plush. Next up, let's grab a Samurott. We have the Pokédoll Samurott from Pokemon Center in the year 2011. So we have a 2011 Samurott right over here. Very cool. You barely ever see these guys anywhere. And then next up, we have ourselves another Pokemon Center Samurai. I got this a few years back in 2021. However, the year that it came out, let's see if it's going to tell me what year. 2019. So in 2019 plush, you can actually bend some items right there. Very awesome. Next up, let's grab this little guy. We have ourselves a Pocket Monsters All-Star Collection. I got this from a Comic-Con for, I guess I got it for 25 bucks, which knowing All-Star prices, that's not a bad deal at all. And then next up, let's grab these guys right now, get them over with. I did a video about them recently. We have ourselves the Banpresto Reshiram and the Pokemon Center Zekrom. And these guys are absolutely amazing. They are huge. They are awesome. Oh my god, they are adorable plushies, and I'm super happy to have them in my collection. Really, really awesome grails. And then next up we have ourselves, let's grab these guys right now. I don't know where the other last one, yep, there he is. I found him. We have ourselves the 20th anniversary Keldeo, Meloetta, which we actually got this month. We have ourselves Victini, and then we have ourselves Genesect to finish off the collection. I love that 20th anniversary plushies. They are absolutely amazing. Some of my favorites from the collections, and I'm super happy to have them here. Next up, we actually have ourselves a Pokemon Jack-specific Minccino from one of the original lines. I do think either next episode or... No, actually, I think I've already done the episode about it. I think the episode's already come out for it, of Minccino. Very adorable. I love it. Here's the plushie that I was talking about from that episode. Which, trust me, I am going to finish that line, guys. I'm really hoping to finish that line by the end of the month, and then on 30th, having that plush, like, all compilation just together. Next up, we have ourselves a Sitting Cubies Trubbish. The teeth kind of just stay like that, so it looks kind of funny, but it's adorable in my eyes. Then we have ourselves right over here, I think the spring form. I'm going to say either spring or autumn. No, spring form, I believe. Spring form Deerling, and it looks absolutely adorable. Oh my gosh. Very many forms that they have, and they are all the same plushie. And then next up we have, I believe, a Jack-specific. I may be wrong. It's either Jack-specific or Tomy. And what it is you actually reverse it into a Pokeball. I'm not going to do that. He is very old, very well played with from the original owner. And he just kind of sits like that most of the time. Still love him, though. Next up, I did another episode of this on the first episode. We have ourselves my Jack-specific Drillbur. And this guy is absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness. Very cute plushie. Super happy to have him in my collection, though he does have very scary eyes. And then next up we have ourselves the Sitting Cuties Stunfisk. I actually got the Stunfisk along with, I think, Houndoom, because I had to get something for free shipping. I've heard that's called girl math. Girl math it is then. We have ourselves Sitting Cuties Stunfisk, which I'm very happy that I got him, by the way. Honestly, a really good purchase. Next up, one of my favorite Oshawotts that I have in the collection. We have ourselves the Banpresto Oshawott. I took him over to Colorado Springs, and I think whenever I go out from places, I will probably always bring this little guy. He's absolutely adorable. He's just my partner in crime along with Joltik, so gotta have him in the list. And then next up we have another adorable bug-type Pokemon. Honestly, Joltik and this guy is, I think, tied. It is Suwaddle. I love Suwaddle so much. I always try to use Suwaddle whenever I can. However, pretty soon I do plan on using Joltik a little bit more. But Suwaddle is still an amazing plushie, and I'm super happy to have it here. Next up, we actually have ourselves, it was from a carnival game, and it's Toy Factory. It's Zorua. So back in like 2011, 2010, you probably would have found this exact Zorua anywhere you would go that has carnival games, such as Six Flags. Very, very awesome. Which we actually go to Six Flags over Texas, the OG Six Flags. But I don't think I've ever won one of these Pokemon. I've won Charizard, and that's it. I did not win any of the black and white plushies, sadly. And then next up, let's just grab this big boy and get it over with. We have ourselves one of my favorite plushies in the collection as well. We have the Pokemon Center Oshawott holding on to all of our keychains. Big old boy right here. He's now pretty rare, I believe. I think he's pretty popular or pretty rare whenever you try to find him. He is like $100 and something online now. Crazy, but still a very adorable plushie. My girlfriend got me him for my birthday, And it was an amazing birthday gift. Honestly, it was just an amazing birthday in general whenever I got to spend it with her. And then next up we have ourselves the Sitting Cuties Roggenrola. I love me some Roggenrola. I don't know why people have not gotten into love Roggenrola more. I need to get that pencil sharpener for sure. And then we move on to the Van Presto Tepig. Very, very adorable. Fun fact, I actually had this guy in my car. However, whenever I got this little plush set that I'll show off a little bit later that you've actually seen, I've done a video about it this month. I replaced him with the other Tepig, and now we have this Tepig back in the collection. A very adorable plushie, in my opinion. I'm super happy to have him in here. He's just a chonky little dude. Just a chonky little dude. I don't know exactly if he's going to stay in actually shown off or what, but for now I think we have to keep him here. And then next up we have another Sitting Cuties. We have ourselves Blitzel. I actually saw him, I think I'm in a MNJ TV video. It was either Blitzel or Zepstrika, and I just thought the plushies looked amazing, so I had to grab it. I also got it during the time where Jaden had her plushies video coming out, and which I gotta thank Jaden for like doing all the Sitting Cutie stuff. I mean, kind of, because I'm like, oh, you doing that video, I thank you for getting some Pokeflush content out there, because now people will be craving some more. But as well as that, a lot of people probably went to Pokemon Center and got these plushies sold out. So that's not fun. But it's very nice to see maybe some new collectors. So very nice Blitzel plush. I always think of Jaden whenever I see that. I think of Jaden and I think of Mikey whenever I see this plush. Very weird that I think of them. Next up, we have ourselves. This has to be a bootleg. I don't think it's anything but. Because I think they're trying to copy the way that Ban Presto has their tags, but they do not have Ban Presto. Okay, so they try to do that, but then they have the Pokemon Center logo. But it is a, not Crocorock, it's Crocodile? I believe so. Crocodile. We're going to say Crocodile. Very awesome plushie right here. I love Crocodile so much. That sounds right. That sounds right. Very awesome plush. The mouth. Honestly, if they made a Crocodile like this plushie for Pokemon Center, I would spend like $30. I think I got him for like $15. It was a really good steal. Even though it's bootleg, one of the very like rare bootlegs that I'm like, it is amazing. My only thing where I'm like, oh, I don't really like it is the eyes, but I plan on getting some glasses to cover that eyes up or making some glasses. So for now, I think it works. And then next up, we're going to move over to our little dino Sitting Cutie. Absolutely adorable. I wish they kind of put more of an indentation in his mouth. But besides that, like, imagine that. But now he just kind of, he has a mobbing mouth for sure. But still a very adorable plushie. Super happy to have it in my collection. Let's keep the Sitting Cuties rolling going, which we have a good few more Sitting Cuties to show off. I'm not going to lie. We have ourselves a... Ooh, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I cannot. King Gamut's his main Evo. Pawniard, and then I think it starts with a B. Bisharp. I can't believe I forgot his name. I'm forgetting these Pokemon. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. Worst Christmas ever. But we have ourselves a Bisharp Sitting Cuties. I love King Gambit so much. It started actually making me love Bisharp. Although I do think I like King Gambit a little bit more. But Bisharp is still a very awesome Pokemon to have a plush of. Very weird to see a plush of Bisharp. The one thing is that the head is very misshapen. That's the one thing for Sitting Cuties where I'm like, that sucks so much. Because they charge you so much for these plushies now, and then they just do not do a good job on them. But for the most part, I think it's an okay plushie. But it's just kind of hard to get the fully evolved Pokemon, like, decent plushies when it comes to that. But then moving on, we have ourselves another Jack-specific plush that I've covered. We have ourselves Axew, and he is absolutely adorable. Whenever I got Axew, I actually got part of the Pokepatu shop, which I started my Patu shop, and I actually got Axew in a little bundle. I kept him, and I kept my Jack-specific Woobat. So, very adorable plushies, these two. They've both been covered on my plush collection videos. If you want to take a look at that, a look back at Jack-specific Pokemon plushies. So, if you have any nostalgia for those plushies play videos, I would recommend them. But next up, we're going to move on to another Jack-specific baby. We have ourselves Pignite, but we also have ourselves Pignite with the tag, and that is awesome. I'm super happy to have Pignite in here. Here's the tag background, just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo, but I do love the picture. I love the splitting of the black and white, and I like it. It's a simple tag, but it's so different from everything else. Like, you won't see another tag like that for anybody else, because it'll be the same kind of tag, but it'll be a different Pokemon each time. That's all us collectors need. We don't need some crazy tag like the QOTD ones. We just need a simple, cute tag that's not the Pokemon bookmark. But it's whatever. It is whatever. Next up, we have the Relic Song Fighting Stance form of Meloetta from Ben Presto. Very adorable. The felt looks great. The way they cut it out and put it on there. Very adorable plushie, in my opinion. And then next up, we have ourselves the Palpitoad Sitting Cuties. He is absolutely a menace. I keep him over here actually because he's like, there's like a little hole in the TCG thing that I don't know if it's supposed to be there or not. And honestly, I can't tell, but I was like, ooh, what if I just, and he just fits right in there. So he just kind of sits there for the most of the time being. Very adorable plushie though, and one of the cool plushies to have in my collection. I love myself Palpitoad. Ever since I saw it in the anime and how dorky it is, it's a very, very awesome plushie. Alright, and then let's see. Which one do we want to do next? Let's grab Tomy. We have ourselves a Tomy Muna. I love this Muna so much. I have a fun story with this Muna. I actually went to a movie trading co with my friend Carter. I've talked about him a few times. He actually gave me my first plush set, which I'm not even going to say. It's just whatever. But whenever we went with him one time, we found this Muna for like 15-20 bucks, and I was like, no, I'm not spending that much on this like old Muna plushie. And I kept on getting lower and lower and lower and lower until finally it was like $4-5 for this Muna plush, and I was like, I'm gonna snap and I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna get the Muna plush. It's whatever. It's like $5. I like Muna. I actually really like Muna. It's one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon from Unova, and so I got it. And ever since then, it's been a part of my collection. A very nice grab, if I do say so myself. Just $20 for a pre-owned plushie. I just could not do back then. The fact that it was $5. It was just perfect. So I just say that I saved the Muna from being stuck at that movie trading co. And this was like at the span of like a good 2 to 3 years that this Muna was still there. I was very, very surprised that it stayed there so long. I guess this was before Poképlush collecting was really, really crazy. But yeah, still a very, very excellent plushie to have in my collection. And it always sits out with me no matter what. Ever since we've ever like really started this. I think whenever we started the channel, we had her right over there with us. Same thing with Hoopa. We actually had a Hoopa with the same story, similar to the same story, just it took a little bit faster to get it, a little bit cheaper. Alright, moving on, we have the only plush from my first ever set that Carter got me, which I was talking about, to ever survive anything. I had a few dogs that sadly tore up the plushies. My dog Halo, rest in peace to him. We have ourselves a Snivy plush, Snivy Jack specific to be exact. And I think it looks in pretty good shape. You can tell that it's old. I'm going to be honest, I was really good whenever I was younger at cutting the tags. So I was able to cut that tag really well to where it's barely able to be noticed. Do I regret it? No, not really. Especially after I show you something else that I have. But for the most part, I think this Snivy plush kind of held out pretty well. And I'm super happy to still have it in my collection. It just gives me a thought back to the old days whenever I had these plushies. It just makes me happy to have still. So we have ourselves Snivy. But next up, we have ourselves a Sitting Cuties Petalil. I got this to match my Zorua. For some reason, whenever I think of Zoro and Petalil, I think of Hades and Persephone. My girlfriend and I cosplayed Hades and Persephone for the Ren Fair, so I thought it'd be really cute. Because my girlfriend also reminds me of a Lilligant whenever I think of Pokemon, or at least like what Pokemon she would have. So Petalil was the best thing. And then the one that she matches with is my Jack-specific Zoro that I've talked about before, and I've actually shown before. Very, very good plushie. I like having a collection. I do like having multiple Zoruas, but it's probably one of my favorites ones, I think, that we've ever had for Zoro plush. Alright, let's grab one of the big boys. We have ourselves a, I think, Toy Factory. It is definitely Toy Factory. The tag is cut off, sadly. But it is a Toy Factory Snivy that I got on Macari, I believe. My girlfriend actually has the Jumbo version of it that I bought for her. but a very excellent plushie right here. What we did is, if you hear right there, like that weird sound, that's like styrofoam stuffing they put in there. Very disgusting, very nasty. Me and my girlfriend ripped all of that out of here and put regular stuffing. We still need to go in through the head, which we'll do in the future. But for now, we have ourselves a pretty nicely stuffed Snivy that does not have all that icky stuff in there. And I'm super happy to have it in the collection. And it gives me another reason to have life-size plushies. Life-size Snivy is always the best. And to match that, same thing, same story, we have ourselves a not a Jack Specific, a Toy Factory Tepig. I just literally said same exact story. And then once again, everything is stuffed in here, all with new stuffing, except for the tail. Tail I didn't care about, it's whatever. Maybe in the future I'll go into the tail and like try to fix it, but I'm not too worried. I have to cut off the whole ball, and I don't really care too much about that. So I'm just going to keep it as it is. But still a very adorable Tepig plush that you can cuddle and do whatever you want. Very awesome plushie right here. I do need to figure out a way to get like his horns up right here. But, or I guess ears. Are those ears? I'm going to say they're ears. Still, a cute plush. I was talking about it earlier and I totally forgot. We have Duat and Servine and Ducklet. I was talking about how I forget some of the plushies. Well, it looks like I did. These two guys right here are Jack Specific, and of course we have ourselves Ducklet, which is Tommy, a very adorable plushie. These guys as well. Next up, we have ourselves another All-Star Collection plush that I got for 30 bucks at another con. It was Comic-Con Dallas Fan Expo from last year that we got it. I did a whole video about it. We have ourselves Hydreigon, and this Hydreigon plush is amazing. For 30 bucks, I think it was well worth it. It looks great. The firing part right here, the felt. It is an awesome plushie. I know it was part of the off-season technically for the Poke Plush Living Decks, but now we officially have like a little part of the collection to talk about right here. Alright, and we're getting to close to the end of it. Let's grab this guy right over here. We have ourselves another Pokemon Center from 2011, Oshawott. My last video before this, actually, I talked about it on Saturday. It was one of the plushies, many plushies that I actually got for all my stuff. Still a very, very adorable plushie. Super happy to have in my collection. I got it from Sabby, which thank you, Sabby. I really appreciate you. Sabby, you don't know, is my co-host, by the way, for Pokemon Center, even though she's not on there all the time, but it's only been a few episodes, so we'll see. Busy woman. Next up, we have ourselves a Rufflet. I did not talk about this very much on the Valentine's Day special, I believe it was. Anniversary. My anniversary with my girlfriend. She got me a whole bunch of plushies. I keep on getting Valentine's Day and our anniversary confused when it comes to like presents she gets me. But still, we have ourselves a Rufflet right over here. An absolutely adorable plushie. The fuzz looks amazing. I love it so much. I just forgot to talk about it whenever I did the plush video because I kind of put it somewhere. I was like, okay, I put it right there and I'll talk about it later. Forgot to grab it, and then I had to do like a whole little side cut to it, which sucks, but it's whatever. And then next up, we have ourselves another sitting cutie. We have right over here, oh my gosh, it's really cute, a Chandelier sitting cutie. My girlfriend got this for me again, and it is an absolutely gem of a plush. I loved having it out during the Halloween specials, and a very, very epic plush to have in general. Next up, we have ourselves a Tepig Pokemon Center plush, still with the tag. Again, all we needed is a simple tag like this, where it just has the plush of the Pokemon, just says Pokemon Center, and just says that's all we need. That's literally all we need, and yet, for some reason, we just don't do that, but it's whatever. A very adorable Tepig plushie. I'm super happy to have in my collection. I think that's it for oh, we got one more. Oh no, we got two more. Let's grab this. This is a part of the or actually, oh my goodness. Where you at? You're over here. You saw my butt. I'm so sorry about that, guys. But we have ourselves these little keychain guys. I totally forgot this one was owned by me. We did a video about this too. See, I would have had to cut through that video, which I'm so happy that I don't have to now. They are little keychain plushies that we actually had. This is the first Sitting Cuties line because they had every single Unova Pokemon plush. Very adorable plushies, and I'm super happy to have them in my collection. I love Selgor, Alola is pretty cool. It was just kind of to wrap a journey together, but for Alola, but I actually got a Selgor on the purpose of getting a Selgor because I really like it. And see, simple tags, but still love it so much. And then I think we got one more. I'm going to be honest, it's Tommy for sure. I just don't know the exact line of it, but it is a very adorable fuzzy Oshawott that I got. Hard eyes, very, very awesome plushie. I've been wanting this guy for a while, and I'm super happy that I was able to get him for pretty cheap back whenever I got him. I believe it was like 20 bucks, which very, very good plush price. And yeah, I actually got it from the same movie trading code that I got that Muda from, so we got some shared history between this and the Muna. So very, very cute plush. Of course, I had to get more Oshawott. Speaking of Oshawott, we have a lot more to cover. All right, I'm going to grab and go, and we're going to get through this quick. This is like the comfy cuddlers one is Oshawott. Very adorable. We have one of the Tommy ones where he's just sitting up right there. We have another Tommy one where, fun fact, this actually has a shiny variant that's very rare. I've been wanting to get my hands on it for a while. If I find one for the right price, I'm going to grab it. But for now, I have not been able to find a collector that has it, that's been able to sell it for a reasonable price, in my opinion. Just because it's maybe too dirty or something like that. But still, I think it's a pretty decent price. Plush, whenever it comes to it, I'd spend like $200 at most for a good one. So if you have one, please let me know. I'd love to know. Jazzber's Oshawott, my girlfriend got me one day. Very, very adorable. I was not planning on getting him, but super happy she did because it also helped me get my Oshawott collection up. We have ourselves a freshwater series. Oh my gosh, absolutely adorable freshwater series Oshawott right here. Little pom-pom ball nose. I'm so scared to like lose that pom-pom ball. We have a 2012 Pokemon Center plush. He is dirty to high hell from whoever owned it previously. He has a little button nose though, so a very cute plush, but he does lose points. One because the whack smile, whack ass smile, and the other one is because he's very dirty. Then we have a little Tommy keychain plush of Oshawott. Very adorable. This is actually the second Oshawott plush I think I got in my collection in general whenever I was at a Trader's Village place with my girlfriend and my mom. So I was able to get that. Then we have another Jazzber's plush, Sleeping Oshawott. One of the most recent Oshawott plushies to ever come out. Very adorable, and I'm super happy that I have it in my collection at least. And then we have ourselves the Sitting Cuties Oshawott. Absolutely adorable. I love them. The nose is not centered all the way, which sucks, but for the most part, I think besides like the nose being centered, it's a really, really decent like Oshawott plushie, especially for like, I think 12 bucks. Next up, another Pokemon Center one, 2011. We have ourselves Oshawott. This is actually the Oshawott that I had in my collection for a long time before I got another one. So one of the first, technically, if you want to count him. This technically was the first, which was this Oshawott. Speaking of this Oshawott, we have two giveaways that I'll talk about in 1 second. But think about that. And then I think this is another Pokemon Center one. It does not have the tag, it seems like. But we have ourselves another cute Oshawott. But we do have to talk about these guys real quick. I know, I'm super sorry. We have ourselves Oshawott, and we have ourselves Oshawott. Now, we have Jazzber's and Jack Pacific. We are doing 2 giveaways with these, so it's going to be 2 different winners. And I am super happy to say we actually have the winners now. So I'm actually going to cut this off real quick. We're going to go through, and I'm going to show you guys who exactly the winners are. So give me 1 second while I get that ready, shall we? All right, everybody, and we have every single name for the giveaway. Here you guys go, and we are ready to go, I think. Click to spin. People that are on there twice, I only have it twice because of X. They actually put my thing on there. All right, so number 1 winning whichever one you prefer. It is going to be Tofu Bread 1106. All right, there we go. So I'm going to remove Tofu Bread's name, and then we're going to go one more time, and let's see who's going to be our second winner. Good luck to everybody. Oh. All right, and we got Wiggler Wednesday. All right, and that is our second winner. So I'm going to talk to both of y'all whenever I can, and then whenever we get over here, I will make sure. Thank you guys for watching. Alright, and we are back, guys. Congratulations to the winners. I will talk to you guys whenever I can. Whenever I can. I've definitely DM'd you by the time this video actually goes up. So, to do that, and then I'll do a shorts, probably, of the winner contestants. So, we do have these guys. Congratulations to y'all. I'll figure out who's going to who, and then I'll get it shipped out to you. Hopefully by December 26th. We will see. Next up, though, to end this whole collection video, I want to talk about more Jag-specific plushies. And then, like, another thing that I was talking about, we have myself, my old Pokédex from the collection. I've had this guy for so long. I think I got it back whenever Black and White was new. You would play little mini games on there. I thought it would just kind of tell every Pokemon from 2011, so think about 2011 time. That's whenever little me got this. I don't want to take all these guys out because I've kind of spent a decent amount of time putting them in there. I don't want to like try to do that. But we have ourselves the original Jag-specific line of Munna, Sandile, Pidove, Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott, along with the box. One of my favorites, definitely a grail piece in my collection. I'm super happy that I was able to get in my collection fully intact. I need to get all the other ones now, which I'm just... Speaking of which, tags on them all! Almost on them all. Not one for Tepig and not one for Sandile, sadly. But still very awesome plushies. I think Sandile might be my favorite out of this whole collection. But yeah, that's going to be it for me with all these guys. I don't know how to really end this video off, besides just saying thank you guys for watching. It's been a hell of a year. I'm super... Oh, gosh, what's sleeping over there? It's been a hell of a year. I appreciate you all coming with me and joining my adventure. Next year, I do really hope we do more. I would love to do more with you guys. But for now, I think that's going to be it for me. I'm going to be signing off here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. I will see you guys again soon. I promise. But until then, I think I'm going to get up out of here. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.